Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Adam Fiala and you're on the Collector Collective. Thanks so much for joining me again here today and continuing on with our series from Halloween and our focus on Mezco. So we're opening our second Mezco Living Dead Doll. We're going to be delving into the world of Living Dead Doll Presents and we're opening Billy from Saw. Now, he has been done in this sized figure, which I believe is 10 inch, and then there is also a mega scale figure. Now, in my first video, I did try to talk about the mega scale figures and some of my collection from that, but unfortunately, in the smaller camera, I didn't line them up properly, so I cut that footage, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of another rundown in regards to what they look like and what they have. So first off, to start with, before we get into opening good old Billy here, is with the mega scale figures, they all come quite a bit taller. Same basic concept, except they do large talking dolls from different series, and what lends itself more perfectly to a horror themed doll line rather than the killer doll himself, the infamous Chucky or Charles E. Ray, the Lakeshore Strangler. So just to get into it, I mean, these mega scales have been around for a while. There are so many of them. I mean, with Chucky himself, there are 5 iterations of this doll. I have 4 of them. The newest one's going to be on his way soon. All of these do come a lot more posable. Like if we have a look here, there is more dynamic movement in his arm, more articulation. The same with the feet will move, and the head swivel, and a much wider access to your standard Living Dead doll or Living Dead Doll Presents. They all come with phrases, and there is an interesting fact. I mean, with the Billy Mega Scale, he was meant to say 6 phrases, but all it did, I believe, was cackle, the Billy puppet laugh, and that caused a little bit of controversy. You can probably find videos about that online. But it's actually what made me not get him. And then in his second printing, he didn't have any voice box whatsoever. So that was an interesting detail. I wish that they would, who wants to play a little game? But they all have some classic phrases. This Chucky right here, he is modelled off the Chucky puppet from Seed of Chucky. I believe his lines include lines from Bride and Seed. Let's just see what he has to say.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Classic.
Now the first thing we gotta do is get me out of this body once and for all.
So that's from Bride.
A true classic. Never goes out of style.
Bride.
Get off my knife.
Yeah, I think that's Bride.
I'll be back. I always come back.
It's definitely
I
Bride.
don't have a problem with killing. I like a little killing now and then. What's wrong with that?
So that's gotta be Seed. He's such a jolly fellow. So I love Chucky. Chucky is my favourite horror franchise of all time, without a doubt. Scared the pants off me as a child. And, that creative psychopath, voodoo master, soul-swapping incarnate of horror still stands true to this day. The television series is coming currently as well. And, everything is underway there. So that's one of them. I do have another one, which is the second movie where his hand gets ripped off and he puts a knife in there. This character actually comes with a standard second hand, and it's Pizza Face Chucky that comes with a gun, but we're not going to look at him. Let's see what he has to say. still delightfully cheery.
All right, kid. Fun's over. You know what they say. You just can't keep
a good guy down. Love it. So that are all lines from the second film. Now this is their second Tiffany. Now the detailing in her, I mean, this little lace on her wedding dress. She's got heeled boots on. You know, the same articulation style. This one comes with a knife. The original one, which was based on the Seed of Chucky model, Bride of Chucky model. This is, of course, Seed of Chucky. She was great, although her voice box wasn't so strong. So let's see what she has to say.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Where's your self-respect?
Well, rings true.
I love you, Chucky.
Well, we all do.
Hold still, honey. I'm gonna poke you in the eye again.
Okay, so that's from Bride.
Well, at least you haven't forgotten how to show a girl a good time.
That's Bride.
Good, Chucky. Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that's Bride as well. So again, these figures are fantastic. This isn't even scraping the surface of what they've released in Mega Scale. And the detailing, like she's got rooted lashes as well as glass eyes, or plastic, but they look glass. Little Chucky tattoo. She's got an actual fully formed bosom, which is a lot of fun, and of course rings true to the original character and the doll, and of course Jennifer Tilly bringing her to life so wonderfully. And lastly, and not one of my last Mega Scales, but just one that I really love. He was one of the more recent ones, good old Beetlejuice. A Tim Burton classic, and was one that we just adore. So he has a few key phrases as well.
You said it twice, just say it once more.
You said it twice, just say it once more, come on. It might be a bit hard to hear, I don't know how it's picking up on these mics, but we'll see.
Maybe these are my rules. Think of it, I don't have any rules.
Oh, and that's just him hocking a loogie. So that's in the Living Dead Dolls Mega Scale, but I don't have any of those to unbox because I can't control myself. The moment they come into my life, I have to tear them open and show them the appreciation and love they deserve. So without further ado, we're going to have a good look at the Billy from Saw puppet. He was, again, the great thing about Mezco is it does tell you what year they were released. He was a 2020 print. On the back, it's got the lined television screen, of course, showing the Billy puppet's head. I believe this one doesn't have any sound, and as I said, there was controversy with the Mega Scale version. Here we've got Let the Game Begin, often used by John Kramer, better known as the Jigsaw Killer. Billy would inform Jigsaw's victims about the rules and instructions they had to follow in order to survive his deadly games. And Billy wears his signature tuxedo, bow tie, and red shoes. Really excited because I'm pretty sure they are sparkly like they are in the film. His all-new head sculpt features protruding cheeks with spiral detailing, red lips from the maniacal grin. His dark eyes and red irises see every move you make. Fantastic. Very chilling. And I mean, if there is any gore fest that any horror fan loves and should watch at this time of year, it's certainly the Saw franchise. So, let's get him out. Alright. So, now, as you can see, the doll is really well protected. Again, perfect for just display, mint in box. Again, I'm not one of these mint keepers. Well, I am actually. I'll usually buy two. They come with silica to keep them fresh. But again, really well protected. Alright, so there's no messing about this time. No cords to unravel. Just a little bit of protection over the shoes. So let's see. Okay, so they're the classic Living Dead Doll shoes. Sweet Tooth, who we opened in the last video, is wearing the same ones. Oh, well, the same shoes, just not with the red on them. And, you know, the detailing in this guy. So he's not a talking figure, although there's so many classic lines from Saw. It is maybe a bit of a missed opportunity by Mezco, or maybe a licensing thing, you can say for sure. So look at that face, like, you know, he looks a lot happier. Like, I mean, I think that's a bigger smile than the puppet usually has. I think the puppet's a little bit more off-putting than the Mezco. The non-rooted hair, again, I think that's possibly a missed opportunity, although it looks great, it holds really well. You know, you're getting complete movie vibes on this. You know, you couldn't ask for it to be more accurate. The hands are actually classic. I don't think hands like this have actually changed molds or mold styling since the first series of Living Dead Dolls. A nice thick canvasy type cloth. Yeah, and as I was saying, like, they've got a tendency to make their clothes as a one piece, which I think is probably a clever way of reducing production costs so they can keep these great things coming. But the little tuxedo and suit is perfect. He's got his little handkerchief there as well. So a fantastic model, a brilliant item for collectors, especially of horror and the Saw franchise most specifically. You know, Living Dead Dolls just, you know, get me. They give me what I want, and I want more all the time. So when it comes to getting a figure like this, having been released in the last year or so, you know, I can't wait. I'm surprised I waited this long to open him. He's actually one of the rare ones that are harder to find. I actually do only have the one. So, you know, as a person who does like to open and display his collectibles, I am a bit sad that I don't have one mint. And so, again, you know, every time I open anything from Mezco, including their 1/12 collective range, which I will have videos for as they come out, because again, it's something I can't help myself with, you know, I will be opening those. Just, if you have a proper look, you know, the face is a bit dirty, there's indentations. He does look as though he was made out of paper mache, which I believe was what he was made of in the films, or meant to be made of. I think they made him out of a plaster in the end, but he was meant to be a, you know, arts and crafts moment that John had created in order to instill fear and terror. Well, you know, and teach people a lesson, you know, give a pound of flesh and all that. So, again, 10 out of 10. I've got a lot of videos to get through, so a lot of editing to do, and I look forward to doing more of it and bringing you guys more of what's happening over the course of this year's Halloween, along with both the brands that I'm looking at for what they currently have in, but, you know, the other one will go unnamed. I do buy almost all my collectibles and all my Mezco from Oz Pop Culture. Of course, I'll have them linked in the description. You should check out their site. They've got so many wonderful things that, you know, I can't help myself when it comes to purchasing. So thanks so much for joining me again here today. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Keep collecting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.